All right. A lesson in responsibility. Remember, we're still in preschool. So, Catherine and Nicole and the Egyptians and the professors think that, hey, we'll just make a mess and Min and Kimberly will clean it up for us. Because they always do. You see how spoiled they are? They're very spoiled. So they got into this bad habit that if you make a mess, the adults will clean it up. We're not doing that anymore. So what I plan to do is be president. And now I have an understanding of what's going on. They're spoiled. The national debt is out of control. There's trash everywhere. There's crime. There's violence. There's God, a prank that's been going on for so long. A long prank. They won't clean it up. They won't clean up their own toys. It's just toys. They won't clean it up. They're lazy. They're messy. They're just... So what's going to happen is Min is going to come busting through that door and like, Kimberly, let's go. All right. But I'm going to beat Zelda Skyward Sword. It'll just be like 2 days or something. But the multiverse has to come in at some point. All right. You can come in before Min, because Min's just going to be busting through that door. Just normal conversation skills. You come in. You don't use telepathy, weirdos. You come in, you talk to me like a normal person. So Min's just going to be busting in and say, hey, let's go. So that's what Min's going to do. Within those 2 days or whatever, the multiverse can come in. All right. And they can just fill up the whole universe and say like, hey, we're watching you. You're bad kids. Very naughty kids. You let the American debt. You don't know the value of money. You don't know the value of $1. You let the American debt get out of control. You let crime run everywhere. It's just a big mess of toys. Clean it up. Clean it up. So the multiverse can come in and like, yeah, we're watching you. And then they can just chill. Right? That's not their mess. It's not their mess. So they can just chill out there. And just, whatever. Like, you don't have to have a reason why you're here. You just want to, show that you're here. And we're going to stay until that debt is erased. We're going to stay until that American debt is completely erased. Completely. If it's more than 8 years, so be it. Clean up your mess. So they're going to continue living on Earth while being in the multiverse. I don't care. I don't care what you do, but you're going to continue living on Earth. You're going to continue cleaning up this mess. Because it's not okay. If we get out, you're going to create another mess. So you're going to stay here and clean up your mess. So yeah, if it takes more than 8 years, I don't care. You're going to clean it up. You need to start learning responsibility. If you don't want to clean up a big mess, don't make a big mess in the first place. If you don't want to try to get out of jail, just don't get into trouble in the first place. What's all this thinking, oh, I'm going to get out of jail? Just don't get into jail. Stop being so stupid. So if you don't want to clean up a big mess like this where it takes more than 8 years to clean up, don't make this mess ever again. Understand? If you don't want to clean up an 8-year mess, let's say it was a nuclear spill, just don't make that mess in the first place. Be more careful. Just be more careful. Study more so that you don't make those kind of mess where it takes 8 years to clean up. And no more of this. Oh, Min's gonna clean it up. Oh, Kimberly's gonna clean it up. None of that. If you make a mess, you're gonna clean it up yourself. So yeah, that's the plan. I got nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Like, I don't care. Right? So I'll just stick it out for 8 years, make sure that debt is gone. Oh, and then the reason why the multiverse is here is to teach the Earth social skills. All right? You cannot get out. You're gonna be clear up. You're gonna be aware that it's you, but you cannot get out until that debt is gone. And only after that debt is gone, then you ask the multiverse, can you now please get us out? Ask for help when you need help. Don't go throwing a tantrum and thinking you're cool and just yelling at people randomly. When you need help, you ask for it. That's why the multiverse is there. They're there for you to ask for help. So the multiverse can come in at whatever point they want, because you have a role in this as well. You're just waiting until they ask you for help. If it's more than 8 years, so be it. Whatever. But we're trying to teach them a lesson. All right? And we're trying to teach them responsibility and social skills. When you need help, ask for it. The American debt. Do you know what that reads? With high school dropouts and college dropouts, you know what that reads? I need help. That's what it reads. So you're going to figure it out on Earth. I don't care if it takes more than 8 years. Once the debt is clear, then you can ask the multiverse, now can you take us out? Because you don't have the technology. All right, you're just stuck. Even though you're going to be clear and it's still you have all your abilities back, but still, like, trying to teach a lesson, you don't have the technology to get off of Earth. Right? The multiverse does. And they'll come in and get you out. So that's my plan for the Earth. Yeah, with Catherine and Nicole and all these kids with crime and bad behavior, if you don't want to clean up your mess, just don't make the mess in the first place. Right? And don't assume, I'll make the mess and someone will clean it up. Someone. No more of that. Take responsibility. If you make the mess, you clean it up. And if you don't want to clean it up, and if it's an 8-year mess, don't make the mess. It's that simple. Don't make the mess. Right? So that's the plan. Whether you like it or not, we're doing it. Doing it as a family. We're doing it, as a family. Like, if Earth is where you live, and this is how you treat it, Just imagine what you do at home. It's the same thing. So you need to learn to value the earth. Treat it better. Once you do that, home life should be easy because you just do the same thing that you did on earth. You treat the earth well. You treat your home life well. Right? You don't, oh, I'll do whatever on earth and then go yelling at Mrs. Wright at home. Like, what the heck is that? Whatever you are on earth is what you are at home. So you are learning how to treat the earth better. And in doing so, like the classroom, like a preschool classroom, if you treat your preschool classroom well, you treat your whole life well. It's symbolic. So that's what we plan on doing. You're going to learn to value the earth so that you learn to value your life. Look at Catherine just throwing her body around like she doesn't care. And what the heck is that? She doesn't value anything. Learn to value the earth. And that will teach you to learn to value yourself. All right? That's the lesson.